Great everyone, Core here. Time for another midnight review. This time it's going to be an anime movie, which was One Piece Film Red. Oh, man, I'm glad I saw this in subbed with the original Japanese. I mean, I to be fair, most of the English dubbing for the One Piece characters are pretty good. I don't really care for Luffy's, and that's really the only one that really gets to me the most as far as the English version. But yeah, man, you just can't beat the Japanese dub. Um, and luckily, you don't really need to translate a lot of the songs. Granted, of course, the songs do have some meaning to the story and stuff like that, but you don't have to. You could just enjoy it with the crazy, insane visuals. One Piece has been kind of mixing up the 3D with the 2D, making like 2.5D and stuff like that, and just the art style especially since the Wano arc, it's been really top notch. They've pretty much overhauled the whole production crew. Granted, of course, this is like a different production crew, but you get to still see a lot of similar artists working on this one because certain scenes look like they're from Wano, where they got the frame rates to draw, as many as they wanted. And I do like the way they blended in the 3D aspects. They weren't overborn, or like they worked, in the whole concert scenes and stuff like that. So yeah, it's man, it was a ride. The whole movie just felt like I've always said I'm a sucker for good music to go with good visuals. Kind of that music video mentality and stuff like that, and storytelling with music as well as the visuals. And that's pretty much how this movie is. It's very, there's a lot of music, and it's not just there, to just add runtime or anything like that. It's very important, and it plays a factor because Uta is the main character, and she's a singer. So of course she's going to sing, and man, some of the songs are just really impactful to go along with the visuals that accompany it. And yeah, I gotta say, I do like where it went with the movie. Typically there's always this big baddie that's kind of blatant, like right off the bat, as far as the movies go. Like, which this one, I guess, kind of does get there, but it takes a little longer to get there. And but then it's really like, it's one of those, are they really bad if they have good intentions? So yeah, it's really cool. I gotta say, there's a ton of One Piece characters that, from old, new, just sprinkled throughout, and it doesn't feel clustered. That's the crazy part. There's like probably like 30 like characters that, no, not even, probably like 40 characters throughout the different arcs and stuff, kind of crossing here and there and just like coming in, and they all have like kind of an important part in a way, and they're not just throwaway characters. They're not just there just to have them. They actually play a part, which as far as the timeline, this movie, it seems like it would take place right after Wano, just because of where the crew is, and pretty much like their abilities and powers and stuff like that. There is a scene that kind of second makes you think, is this really right after Wano? But yeah, you could give or take. I mean, it's it's a mystery as far as the scene, of what really happens for Wano and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a possibility, to say the least. So there's that. Um, Man, what else? Yeah, the music, actions, really crazy. What they do with the blending of the animation and stuff, um, is superb. Man. The fight scenes are really cool. Everybody kind of gets their due. There's a couple cute little mascots that pop up, not just Chopper, but I'm sure we've seen the trailers. You see one that looks like the Sunny, and yeah, so it is interesting to see what they did with the devil fruits in this one, because there's always a certain special devil fruit that hasn't been introduced in every movie. So there's that. Uta is very she's a good character, I gotta say. Her motives are kind of solid, but yeah. So I don't want to spoil too much. That's why I'm trying to keep vague. Shanks, of course, is in it. If you've seen the trailers and stuff, he plays a pretty important role. What else? Oh man, just yeah, visually it just looks awesome. The music and stuff works so well. The designs of the stadium and the characters, just man, it's interesting to see. Uh, it actually made me think. Since it is music based, uh, there might be some hints to Brooks's history. Um, in the Rumbar Pirates, because it's supposed to take place in this musical culture island. So the Rumbar Pirates are supposed to be from that island. Granted, of course, they were like like 100 years ago. So it made me think. I kind of had that like, wait a minute. Is this where Brooks is from? Is this where the Rumbar Pirates are from? Because I don't remember if they ever said this name of the island they came from. So possibility. Probably isn't. I could be wrong. Because there's a ton of One Piece lore and it's really hard to keep track of everything. But overall, such a great movie. It's definitely a different tone compared to what was the last one that came out? One Piece was dang it. I can't think of it. What's the last one with Bullet? I believe, right? Was the bad guy? Uh, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was. Yeah, that was the last one, right? Because you went Gear 4. Yeah, pretty sure. With Douglas Bullet, it was the last one because that was kind of canon character. Which in this one they kind of hint that Uta is canon, so that's interesting because it is a little vague on certain things. And I know if you read the manga, there's a panel or two that hints to her being canon, so maybe. But yeah, so Douglas Bullet, that was just straight action, pretty much. It was fun. It was starting off in an action. This one's fun. Starts off and gets a little twisted. I gotta say, of course, there are some great moments and fun stuff and action scenes and all that. But yeah, man, like it's definitely a different feel from all the other One Piece movies. I gotta say, and I like it. I guess because of the music. The music just got me. The music sold me. So that worked well. It wasn't too, you know, it wasn't too out of place. Granted, of course, it is a little weird when you have little kid Uta and she starts singing like an adult, but sometimes it happens. It transitions, of course, into other stuff, so it's not like she's actually singing like an adult when she's a kid, but yeah, it was good. So, highly recommend it. Check it out if you can. I might see it again. I saw it in IMAX, which I gotta say, with the music and everything, it just sounds amazing. Picture quality was pretty clear. So, IMAX, I recommend it if you can. If not, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna miss too much. Maybe I'll probably try to watch it in English dub, just to see the differences and stuff, but we'll see. I'll probably still watch it again now. Until next time, later.